I'm a big Rick Beato fan.
Me too.
I go to him for a lot of tone issues. I got my Boomer Bends, I got my Yacht Rock, my blues. What I don't have is Doomslayer tones. That's why I'm here with you, Alex Klingle, one of the composers of the new Doom video game, the hottest metal, the #1 Billboard charting thing on Earth, really. Incredibly successful soundtrack.
Thank you.
I need you to tell me how you got the Doom tone. Teach me one of the riffs, and let's go through it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so first let's check out the playthrough. This is what it actually sounds like in the game. Alex, I'm absolutely blown away. Tell me, teach me, please.
Super simple. Very, very easy singable riffs. Kind of a throwback to like early 70s heavy metal.
Okay.
Things that like Beavis and Butthead could just be like.
So that was the mission. To be like accessible riffs, still heavy, battling demons.
Totally. So this is the main riff from When the Shadows First Lengthen. It's the main menu track.
Awesome, let's hear it.
We're playing it on a Strandberg.
Okay, Strandberg Boden, love it. This is 7-string.
Yep, 7-string.
Cool, great.
But we are in B standard right now, but an octave down digitally.
We're digitally pitch shifting down even
way,
further.
way low. Yeah, super low. This is the open string.
Heavy.
So with a riff like this, when it's that low, you can't play very, very quickly. Like there are some tracks on the soundtrack where it's very quick, very thrashy, and those are higher tuned. But for something like this, it's low, sludgy. You want those low notes to really ring out and shine. So here we go.
Oof! That's so good. All right, can I try this?
Of course.
All right, so what kind of pick are you using too?
So this is a Dunlop 1.5.
So not super thick, pretty thick, but not like, I've seen thicker.
Yeah.
All right, so basically what we have here, we've got the open B and then the octave, which is the 7th fret on the E string now. So then we kind of have a slide back. And then we go 7 to 8. So now this would be like a minor second, I suppose.
Minor second.
Right? So that's kind of like that's like the demon part of it, if I will. Right? The demonic. And then you kind of choke it right away, right? Yeah.
But we do the that rhythmic the rhythmic 8s.
Okay, the rhythmic 8s.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how do you do that? You just
it's like a palm mute, but you scoot up a little higher on the strings, so it doesn't let anything ring out.
Oh, okay.
And the way the pickups are set up right now is to coil split. So this is actually a single coil on the bridge, and it gets a really nasty rhythmic tone when you do that.
I feel like I'm getting a full, just like comprehensive metal lesson. I know nothing about metal, as people probably know. But we've got octave, minor second, and then minor 7. So open 7, 8, 5, right? And then we do that again. And then 7, 3 or 7.
Yep.
7. Yeah. So
7,
7, 3, 6.
Yep.
Yeah, like that.
Octave.
Okay, so you go down to 1. Open 1. Octave.
Octave 1.
Oh, okay, alright, got it. And then a little bend on that last.
Yeah, a little kind of swell bend on that
C
last
note.
one.
Okay, cool. So that's my very haphazard way of trying to learn this. Why don't you play it one more time for us, and then you want to show us the plugins for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Last thing I want to talk about, how silent was that because today's video is sponsored by Sweetwater and the Gator Silent Cable, which check that out. We went from the heaviest, sludgiest tone of all time. Look, I'm fidgeting around. I'm like, oh, I can't get it. No, silence. Demon Slayer. Just like that. Insane. So I will have a Sweetwater affiliate link in the description. Make sure to check that out, along with find out the guitars and all that stuff too. Alex, play it one more time like the actual metal Doomslayer lord that you are, and then show us how to achieve the sound in Logic.
Cool, let's do it.
Oh, so good. Awesome. Okay, so what do we do? This is going... You didn't use any amps for this, right?
No, and real amps are so fun to play through, but when a project lasts for years and you have to recall a session that was 2 years old, make additions or changes on it, just logistically, it's so difficult to work with something like a real amplifier where if you just bump the microphone or something, or it's a slightly different setting, or the tubes are not as warm or cold that day, it's going to be totally different. So for consistency, definitely have to go digital, and they're so amazing sounding nowadays. Like, it's really surprising. And for a tone like this, it doesn't really sound like a normal or a real guitar, so digital can kind of work to our favor for stability's sake.
Okay, cool. Can you show us the Logic project that we have going on here?
Let's check it out.
All right, let's do it.
All right,
let's check it out. Let's check out the Logic session. What's the first thing we get on here?
Yeah, so the first thing we've got is actually before the amp. Kind of similar to having pedals before your amp.
Okay.
With a super low tune guitar like this, I actually like to roll off a lot of the high end. It's just kind of unnecessary string noise.
That's more high end than I was actually anticipating being rolled off, actually.
Yeah, it's just kind of like finger scraping, pick scraping, and noise up there.
Okay.
It just kind of comes out cleaner. And the next thing we've got is a transient shaper that's just working on the upper mid-range frequencies.
Okay.
And this just helps that pick attack pop through a little bit more. And next we've got the virtual amp here. So right now we're in STL's Tone Hub using Will Putney's Recto Sizzle setting. And it's just, it has some gain rolled off, kind of tweaked IR a little bit, and then making sure the gate is catching any kind of extra noise. We want it super tight, because a low tone like this, things can just get unstable and floppy. So
I would imagine a solid noise gate is super important in a big mix.
Yeah,
like this, right?
Especially working with high gain tones. You want to keep everything super tight.
Okay, cool. So the gate is actually part of the amp then. Essentially what you're using is plug-in wise.
Yeah, exactly. It's really handy. There's a built-in gate here. But if you've got a noise gate pedal or different plugins also have gates.
Okay.
So after the amp, we've got a multi-band compressor. And this is just evening out a lot of the different frequencies. Your high, your mid, your lows, and it's just creating a more stable, kind of solid tone. Something like this, we don't actually want a lot of dynamics. We just want a really solid waveform.
So do you get a visual representation of this through the FabFilter compressor, like if you played the track right now?
Yeah. Let's check it out. And one thing is, it's not hitting it too hard. There's certain plugins that I use for like heavy tone shaping, and other ones like this that are a little bit more surgical. And from there, we've got a specific multi-band compressor just targeting that low end. And that's such an important frequency to tame, because every time you hit a palm mute, it's going to be totally different from hitting an open string, as well as when you hit those octaves, it's totally different low end. So you really want to have a solid bass. And from there, we're hitting classic distressor. And that's full frequency, so hitting the entire tone, really gluing all those frequencies together. And then to finish it off, just a little bit of EQ. just shaping it a little bit, bringing out some of the lows. But a really important thing is to actually cut a lot of that sub-frequency out as well as the high end. Cymbals are going to live up here. Your bass guitar, your synth basses, your kick drum's going to live down here. So we really want to reserve the most important frequencies around here and just do that little bit of shaping, taking out a little bit of harshness. And yeah, just doing that general tone shaping and cleaning up.
So even though there was an EQ earlier in the chain, it does seem like this is compressor before EQ, maybe as a general sense, even though you took all the highs out first.
Yeah, and it's kind of case by case. We're controlling some of the low end specifically here. We're targeting it before that full frequency compressor. So it's definitely shaping the tone a little bit, cleaning things up before it hits that full frequency compressor.
Man, it sounds awesome.
Sounds
heavy.
Thank you.
So what did you learn throughout the whole process was like the main thing that you kind of took away from it? Because so years.
Yeah.
This is years of your life.
Right,
Alex.
right. Yeah. One thing was like it seems like it's easy to write simple riffs, but it's way more easy to just overcomplicate them. So the process of slicing away the fat and trying to get to the core of that like catchy hook.
Okay.
It's really difficult, but then once you have it, you could just shape everything around it, and yeah.
See, I've mitigated that whole process by just never learning how to shred or be good.
I mean,
so all I can do is easy stuff anyway. That's my tip. That's my one easy tip to becoming a doom metal composer.
Exactly.
Well, congratulations on the release. Thank you to Sweetwater for sponsoring the video. Let me know if you have any questions for Alex or anybody else on the Finishing Move team, and we will talk to you next time.